I want to live, not just survive. This has been my motto since I was a kid. I've grown up with anxiety, and I was not necessarily scared of dying, but of regretting the life that I live. Of going through it in this cookie-cutter life and settling for things that society makes us settle for. My purpose of this speech is not to change anybody's life. It's not for you to walk out of this theater thinking that it's just another life. But if one person walks out of this theater and thinks a little bit more about their life and enjoying the moment, then my purpose has been settled. Over this speech, I'll talk about 3 points. The first one, settling in life, whether it be your marriage, your career, or your lifestyle. The second one is leaving the cave of just surviving and living your life. And the third one, the most important one, is that we only get this one life. And time is moving quickly, and you have to go out there and enjoy it while you still have it. And I will first begin with this first point of marriage, or settling in life. And the first one is marriage. When you get married to someone, you make the vows to have and to hold in sickness and in health forever. According to lawyer and attorney agency that deals with divorce, Charlie Petriva, 40 to 50% of marriages end in divorce. To have and to hold forever, right? Looking deeper into this, a lot of marriages end because of your communication with the person, not feeling committed to the relationship anymore. And that's because when you're not communicating, when you're not actually being involved with this person, that's when your relationships begins to fall. When you're focusing on your career and your kids and you're not paying attention to this person anymore, that relationship isn't there. Next, selling life can also be your career. According to CNBC News website, reports 50% of their people go to their job and don't want to be there. 50% are stressed or sad or depressed going to their job. They're unhappy. You spend 1/3 of your life at this job, 20 years in total with all the hours together. Stressed at this job that isn't really fulfilling to you. So if you ever get that job offer somewhere else that leaves you out of this place, I suggest taking it. And then third, your lifestyle. What you choose to think about your life. Whether I hear so many people in the winter talking about, hey, man, I just want it to be summer. And back then, it was so great going to the lake every day. It's wonderful. Then they get to summer, and you're like, I wish I would have enjoyed Christmas more. Gosh, that was so great hanging out with all my family, getting all those cool gifts, guys. And then once you get to Christmas the next time, well, gosh, I wish it was warm out. I wish it was 90 degrees again. We're always living for the next moment. When I was a kid, I always wished I could be older. I wish I was 18. I wish I could do the cool things. Now I'm 18 and I'm here with my parents and they're like, gosh, I wish I could turn back time. I wish I could go back and live and be a kid again. We're always waiting for the next day, the next tomorrow. And you have everything you have right here and you just gotta enjoy the present. My next point, I'm going to break it down for you. Back to one of my favorite movies as a kid, because I love the message of it. Even as a kid, I thought it was the coolest thing ever. First, so I'm going to start with The Croods. It's a movie about a family being stuck in this cave. And just surviving. They don't die. Everyone around them dies, but they're living in this cave in the dark, and they stay there. The main character, Eve, she hates it. She wants to get out. They live the same day every day, stuck in this dark cave. And at one point, she yells at her dad, we're not living, we're just not dying. We're just not dying. Until the world ends, or it is ending. Then they have to leave this cave and embrace this change. And some people don't take it too easily, but others are finally living for the first time. And they go into what's called the tomorrow, where change is good, and they're living for the first time in forever, not just not dying, but truly living and embracing the moment in today. I think that's an important message to take from this movie, is that not to get comfortable in life and settle for things that don't make you truly happy, to not just be floating through what is surviving, to truly find the good parts of today. And the last thing to take from it is as a kid, I saw this movie and I wanted to try everything after this, because I felt like I was just living the same day every day. So I started these new things. I tried snowboarding, I tried wakeboarding, I tried surfing. I wanted to travel to all these places. I asked my dad to take me to Montana, Utah, Wyoming, Florida, everywhere. I wanted to go everywhere as a kid, because I had so much anxiety that I was just gonna live like this. Until we get to a third point. So this is the kid there. And then our third point is we only get this one life. Time is going. It's going fast. You've already lived 18 years of it. First, I want to start off with your relationships. These people that you're with right now, that's what you're going to be remembered. When you're scrolling on TikTok, you're not going to remember that TikTok. You're not going to remember that Instagram post that you liked. You're not going to remember sitting on your phone and watching that movie. Oops. But, so you're not going to remember sitting on watching that one movie. But you are going to remember going to the mall with your mom. You're going to remember playing that card game with your sisters and going to lake with your dad and going fishing and talking about that one long conversation, or going to a concert with your friends. And my next point is making sure that you are truly living this life. That you're taking every opportunity, and if you're not happy with something, you're not settling it, because this is your one life. You don't get any more. And finally, to break it down for you, I have kind of a representation. It is supposed to have bigger flowers, but so this is your life right here. Small. Average person lives about 70 to 80 years in this life. According to the National Institute of Health, you spend 1/3 to 1/4 of your life sleeping. 20 years, gone. According to the same site, we spend 12 of our years on technology. 12 years, gone. At this job that you're stressed at, for 50% of people, you spend 1/3 there. 20 years, gone. 18 years that you've already spent of your life, gone. 10 years. 10 years to spend with your family and travel the world and do the things you want to do. But it isn't like that now. You're only 18. You have this whole life. You have your whole flower. Make sure you don't waste it.